Hello and welcome to this NDTV special. The brutal murder of Santos and Fernandes, two young men in their 20s, has left the city of Mumbai angry, numb and in shock. It's opened a debate that cities in India today often find themselves in the middle of. What is the place for women in our cities? We talk about the safety of women so often, yet every such incident reminds us that in a sense, there's a chalta hai attitude in treating women as ready objects of sexual assault, molestation, and that awful term, feeble term, eve-teasing. What does that even mean? In this particular case, Keenan-Reuben died for doing the right thing, for standing up to mobsters, to boors who actually were trying to misbehave with the women they were just out spending a regular evening with. For doing that, they were stabbed to death. What makes it even scarier is that there were more than 40 people standing around and nobody came to the help of either Keenan or Reuben. For the past 2 weeks, the families of these two young boys have launched an extraordinary campaign asking for justice for these boys. But of course, this murder raises larger questions that concerns us all and concerns the safety of all of us in our cities. We have a special panel and audience to look at these aspects on the program today. But I want to start with the very extraordinary and brave family of Keenan-Reuben, who even in this time of personal grief and personal mourning have managed to find the courage to come on national television and to talk about what must be such a phase of mourning and grief for them. And I have here Keenan's father, we have Keenan's brother, we have Priyanka, the young girl, Keenan's girlfriend, who was one of the young women that these men tried to misbehave with, and we have Benjamin, Reuben's brother, and many other friends of both Keenan and Reuben in the audience. Mr. Valerian, if I may start with you. Firstly, we all, in a sense, admire your courage and your fortitude to put your personal grief aside and come out at this time of loss for you. What is it, Mr. Valerian, that you seek now in this case and that, in a sense, must keep you awake at night? I guess it's the thought of knowing that your son was murdered for simply doing the right thing.
Yeah, in a sense that it gives me pain, and it also makes my heart glad also.
It makes you proud.
Yeah, it makes me proud, because what my son did, I think he did the right thing of standing there and facing those goons instead of just running away or just leaving the girls alone. Whatever, I have heard comments also when people say that the best thing would be that he should have walked away from that.
Yeah, many people have suggested
I do not think. If we start walking away from the problem will never be addressed. And I feel that he has done the right thing in standing there and facing those goons.
So to those who say and who've been writing that maybe it would have just been wiser to get everybody out of that place, to have in a way run away, but at least kept himself and the others safe. You don't agree with that, even though you're a father who's lost his son?
I do not agree, because what I feel is, how is a don born? How does a person become a don? He's not born from the mother's womb as a don. He grows into a don, and to grow into a don, he is nurtured like that. From petty things, he starts doing the bigger things, because society avoids him from small things. I think such people should be nipped in the bud itself. His life has gone, it is okay, but he has done the right thing. And I feel that henceforth, my appeal to society at large would be that we should not have another Keenan or Reuben anywhere in our beautiful country or even across the globe, giving their life for such petty things.
Well, I think you've stunned us all by saying that even though you've lost your son, you believe that even if it had to be done all over again, you believe he should not have walked away. And Sheldon, I could see you agreeing in a sense with your father.
I totally agree, because my brother has always been telling us stand up for the right. He is a person of such nature only who always stood up for the right thing. I remember once one small boy was slapped by a man for no reason. He stood up and fought with that man for that small boy. So my brother has always been standing for the right, and I feel proud to be his younger brother and to be given guidance by him today.
Well, I know many people today are, and all of the people looking here are, in a sense, listening on in stunned admiration, Sheldon. Priyanka, you were the young girl for whom, in a sense, Keenan and Reuben fought and died. And one of the most horrific things that you had to go through is that you kept looking around at everybody and saying, please somebody help, and nobody did.
Yeah, I mean, we were just screaming and begging, for people. We were standing on top and screaming. There were people standing across the street, 50, 60 people, and just watching, and nobody came to help us. So that is what, it hurts you also, and it's very sad that, Keenan and Reuben, they always stood up for what is right. And they would go and help anyone. Even if they knew the people or they didn't know. They would go still and help and stand up for what is right. So, and the people there standing and watching such a big thing happening, at least come and stand next to us. So that, what we seen that day, the people just standing and watching, didn't make us angry. It was sad and it hurt us, because we
What
were
did they say when you asked for help?
Nobody was coming ahead.
But they were watching the
They were
tamasha?
watching.
They were watching. They were just watching.
They were just watching.
The sad thing is nobody even came to help them when they were lying on the ground.
After those people went away also, at that time also when we were so helpless, even that time they didn't come forward to even take us to the hospital or stop a rickshaw. We had to do it all by ourselves. We had to stop a rickshaw and go all by ourselves.
Mr. Valerian, the city didn't help your son, but you still feel that he should have done what he did?
Yes.
You still feel that?
Yes.
You've never had a moment of doubt about that?
Just because of a few bystanders who did not have the courage to do it. But my only saying is that I'm not angry with them.
You're not?
No.
You're not disgusted? You're not appalled?
No, not at all.
Why?
What I say is because tomorrow, if they have some problem and God forbid, it should not happen, but something like that is happening to them, they have to think before they ask for help. Today it is my turn, tomorrow it can be somebody else's.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.